Tiffany Zhang.
Before I start, I'd like to thank you for coming. I'm going to be speaking about something that is vitally important to all of us. Many of us have meat as part of our diets and frequently eat more meat than we need to and not even realize it. The recommended weekly consumption of meat is 500 grams. Only 300 grams should be red or processed meat. Well, why does consuming too much meat matter? Well, there's a risk of weight gain, constipation, diarrhea, and some long-term health risks like increased cancer disease, heart disease, and calcium loss. In 2012, a research team led by Dr. Frank Hu of the Harvard School of Public Health learned more about red meat intake and mortality. They studied over 37,000 men and 83,000 women. In the end, almost 24,000 participants died, including about 5,900 from cardiovascular disease and 9,500 from cancer. The researchers found that an extra serving of unprocessed red meat raised the risk of total mortality by 13%, while an extra serving of processed red meat raised the risk by 20%.
Next, please welcome Claire. Today's topic is on struggling with body image and health.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good morning. I like animals, especially cats, and I especially like drawing. And today, I've used my visual art skills in my presentation about body image. This story will outline the tale of a young girl in today's world. And while watching TV, she sees a super fit and hot basketball player and really wants to look like him. She looks all over the internet, searching for ways to be just like her favorite idol. She tries to eat like him, copy his schedule, and running just as much as this professional athlete. Trying to become her favorite basketball player. Fast forward to a month later, she's hard at work, but results, they don't show. She's resorted to not only overeating for her age, but also taking performance-enhancing drugs, which can speed up the process, but comes with many negative side effects and raises ethical concerns. As a result of taking drugs, she's not feeling so good anymore and is very fatigued. Her diet and insane working conditions is what is dragging her down, but she continues on, hoping that one day it'll work, and is doing even worse than before. When she's scrolling on YouTube, she gets recommended a video that targets her attention. The video is titled, "Why You Shouldn't Want to Look Like Somebody." She is very confused on why. So she clicks on the video wanting to know more. Hello everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel! Today, we're going to talk about body image. Medias, we're going to feel disappointed by how we look. That you should appreciate the look you have, or there will be consequences. And why your appearance and personal best matters most. First and foremost, you cannot change your genetics. If you attempt to do so, you will end up in failure. If you suddenly change to another person's recommended diet or schedule, there might be some results, but you'll start to feel bad very fast. Nausea, dizziness, depression, and more. Instead, you should focus on changing the aspects that are changeable, like attitude, confidence, and personal fitness. Looking like someone else isn't going to get you a permanent job, so cheer up. Good people care about what's on the inside and not the outside. And most of those covers are photoshopped anyways. And remember to keep an optimistic attitude towards anything. And be sure to treat yourself once in a while working your best. And she had screwed up badly. She immediately throws out all the drugs and steroids she's been taking and crosses out the original goals. Then, she sees an advertisement for drugs to achieve what professional athletes can do. Now, in this story, it's pretty cliche, but there's a lot of elements to truth on it. However, the media is good at telling us what is fit and not, to the point of it being dangerous. Social media icons decide what they want you to see, so they won't go on social media and post all their imperfections. Now, how can you avoid the negative influences of social media, the internet? And lastly, if you need help, then you should definitely consult a professional.
Number 29, Anna Zhao. Today's topic is on caffeine.
Hello, my name is Anna Zhou. Today I'll be talking about caffeine, how easily it is to get addicted and how it's harmful to your bodies. We wonder a lot about our parents, but do you ever wonder why they always grab a cup of coffee after waking up? They would tell you that it is needed to start their day and keep them energized. But why is caffeine that energy booster? What's in them? To understand the addiction and how it's harmful to you, we must first take a look at what caffeine is. Caffeine is a crystalline compound found in the leaves and fruits of many plants. It is usually produced naturally. When and who was caffeine first discovered by, you may ask? Well, caffeine first was isolated from coffee in 1819. By the 20th centuries, coffee has become the biggest cash crop on the entire earth. Well, you might wonder, how is caffeine a drug? Well, caffeine isn't exactly like many other drugs. Like many other drugs, it is possible to develop a tolerance to caffeine, which in small doses can make you feel relaxed and focused. It can also cause a rise in body temperature, dehydration, dizziness, headaches, rapid heartbeat, and much more, such as the ones that I have listed on my list. What about if I still want to drink coffee and still be healthy? Well, there is an intake that is recommended. If you stay on track, then you should be fine. You also should be careful of when not to drink or intake caffeine. You also shouldn't drink while sick or injured, as it can slow down the healing process and possibly even make it worse. And here's a really good website and phone number to visit for rehabilitation. Now that you understand all about coffee, its benefits, harms, etc., I would like to just remind you that drinking coffee is fine. But if you don't watch how much you drink, then it could lead to some lifelong consequences.
Valentina Lau. The topic is on the mom with the iron shin.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good afternoon. I'm Valencia, and today I'm going to be talking about the mom with the iron shin. My Iron Mom sounds like a superhero, but she doesn't have any superpowers. Actually, I should call her Titanium Mom. In the beginning of 2020, my mom accidentally fell off the stairs and broke her 2 lower leg bones, the tibia and fibula. She had a surgery, which involved putting a titanium rod inside her fractured bone. The doctor said my mom's bone was fragile because she had low bone density, which is the amount of bone mineral in bone tissue. Mom's painful experience triggered my attention to the topic of strong bones. As many as 40% of girls and 50% of boys have experienced a fracture in their childhood. So, why are some people's bones so weak? Improper diet and lack of exercise are 2 major reasons of fragile bones. Bones also grow weaker with age. As for my mom, she did very little exercise because that since she was kind of skinny, she believed that she was fit and didn't need much exercise. Another big reason was that she drank very little milk. Milk and other dairy products are concentrated with calcium sources. Adults should do at least 150 minutes of exercise weekly, such as jogging or lifting weights, or not have enough time to exercise. Having a healthy diet is also very important to build healthy bones, such as consuming enough protein, calcium, iron, vitamin C, and vitamin D. You should have foods such as meat, beans, dairy products, green pepper, orange, and egg on your plate daily. Or you can take some supplements like vitamin D. Maintaining a healthy weight is also very important to build strong bones. Now, I monitor my mom to drink at least a cup of milk and take vitamin D supplements every day. To keep her interest in exercising, I try to run or bike with her outdoors daily, or do some weight-bearing exercises at home. I hope people won't experience the same problem my mom had. I would like to encourage all of you to pay more attention to their sports and diets to build healthy bones. Healthy parents and healthy kids are the base of a happy family. Healthy people make a strong country. I would like to end my speech with a quote by Ann Wilson Scaff. Thank you for listening.
Victoria Oradelskis. And she'll be talking about the importance of water.
Water. Wow, such an important topic. Out of all of the topics I could have chose mental health, I could have chose a healthy diet, I could have chose physical education. Why would I choose water? Such a basic topic. Well, I hope to answer this question by the end of my presentation. So, what is water? The online definition for water is that water is a colorless, transparent, so there are several benefits of water. Just like how when we have a headache, we're not feeling well, mothers always come and say, 喝口水. Use being hungry and being thirsty. So next time if you're trying to lose weight, if you feel kind of hungry, drink a cup of water and then wait 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and you might find that you're not hungry anymore. That's because, so we know the benefits of water, but what happens if we don't drink enough water? If we stop drinking water or intaking water from other foods completely, something very devastating will happen. So, habit. What is a habit? Habit is something you do very frequently without having to think about it too much. Obviously, forming a habit may be difficult, but after you form it, it'll be very easy. So, we live in Canada, arguably one of the best countries in the whole world. We are a first world country. We have access to benefits of it, what will happen if we don't drink enough water, how to form and build the habit, and also how we have to understand to be very grateful for the amount of water. And that's why water is very important for our bodies. So that's the answer to the first question.
The topic is on the importance of nutrition labels.
Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Before I start my speech, I ask you guys a question. Do you guys pay attention to the nutrition label? Or some may call it the nutrition fact chart. Looking like this while you're shopping. If you do, please raise your hand. Okay, I see not many of you guys pay attention to these. I used to be the same. But by doing so, you guys are missing a huge advantage. Can we just all agree that you can't eat healthy if you don't know what you eat, right? Looking at the nutrition labels, we know what we're eating. So for those of you who don't know what a nutrition label is, here's the image of a nutrition label. Please go take a look for yourself. Now, the origin of the nutrition label. The nutrition label was first pushed in 1906 by the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. And this act was made to stop a technique used by the sellers. The technique is called short-weight packaging. Short-weight packaging is essentially putting less food in each packaged food products, and packaged foods were extremely popular in the late 1900s. So the sellers are making more profit. And that is an image of a nutrition label back in the days. Now, if we compare it to this nutrition label, we obviously can see as science advances, we can know more useful information such as the sugars, the vitamins, and the minerals. Now, why should you care? So I've analyzed 3 ways to help you guys to utilize the nutrition labels. Now, can we all agree that if you eat McDonald's every meal, that you're not going to lose weight, right? You need to eat more healthier. So a nutrition label is able to determine healthier food options for us. So if I want to lose weight, I would prioritize foods with low calories, low fats, who was high protein and high fiber, because high protein is able to gain more muscle and repair and maintain my muscle tissue. And to give you an idea of how much protein a man should eat a day, a male like me should eat about 56 grams. Now here is the image of a regular milk. And there is soy milk. Can we all kind of agree that these two milks are kind of similar in the sense that they're both milks, right? So the difference actually lies between the minerals and the vitamins. Well, the image over here, which is the regular milk, has more calcium. And the image there, which is the soy milk, has more fiber. So for anyone with any cardiovascular diseases, they might value the extra fiber. But if you don't have any of the diseases and you value the calcium for better bone building health, the regular milk is for you. And you multiply that by a number. Is it going to get more positive or more negative? Can somebody answer? Obviously, it's going to become more negative, right? So it's going to have a greater negative impact on your body. So yeah, here are the 3 ways that you can use the nutrition labels to determine a diet for yourself, or maybe to compare foods, or maybe just to watch for unhealthy nutrients. Just a reminder for you guys, during this global doldrum, everyone's economic ability actually differs, so do not spend an absurd amount of money on these foods.